Assalamu alaikum, my name is Terri. I'm 24 years old and I was raised in Beach Haven in North Shore. I'm Māori Samoan and I come from a family, Catholics and Christians. I was raised on my Catholic side of the family, which was my Māori side with my mother, but I went to church with my grandmother who was very religious. Life as a child growing up, I guess I had a good life. So I got opportunities given to me, but it was hard being an only child and my parents being too busy all the time for me, so I was raised with my aunties. And as a teenager, things were easy, but they were also difficult at times as my parents were very strict. My stepfather was in the Navy and he had a lot of set rules, so I never got to experience the type of life a normal teenager would experience, like going partying and that, and yeah, I never got to experience that. I was just school, straight A student. It was just get my head in the books for a better life for myself. So at first I never really thought about changing my religion, as the religion I was brought up with was what I thought was right. And then one day my husband came home and he just said, "I'm a Muslim." And at first I was shocked because I did not know what to think. I was thinking, so what does that mean for us? And I'm a Catholic, you're a Muslim, will it work out? And we got kids together. So I decided to learn more about Islam to see if maybe it could change my mind about religion. And I started learning more through the books and pamphlets that my husband brought home from the masjid. And then about maybe a month later after that, I decided to go to the masjid and see for myself what it was like, and I took my shahada and started my journey as a Muslim. So my journey as Muslim, so coming from a Catholic background to becoming a Muslim, it's been very hard for me. So journey-wise, it's been good for me so far. Like my husband, things were a bit rocky for me before becoming Muslim, and starting this journey has lifted me up, you could say, made me a happier person, opened my eyes to more opportunities, made me want to pursue things like a career and do better with myself, made me a better person than I thought I was. So when I took my shahada, I lost all my friends. I had friends that I was with friends for more than 18 years, and they cut me off as soon as I became Muslim. Even my family did. They reacted really badly to me being Muslim. They started so when I went to see my family, it just felt like I wasn't part of the family anymore because I wasn't doing things their way. My family are very tight together. Like, they all live down the road from each other. They like to stick together and raise all the kids together as Catholic children. And for me, I was kind of a rebellious one against my family. So when I moved out of the North Shore, away from them, I stopped talking to them because they didn't understand. They pretty much just, they pretty much just said, you know how So I always got this, whenever I went over, I always got these looks from them or these snide little remarks about my religion, and it made me feel uncomfortable, like just put me in a bad situation really, and I just felt like I didn't want to be around them because they were trying to tell me what was right and what was wrong, like Catholic's the right religion, you got to do kids, you got to name them Catholic names, all of that, and I just had enough. So I stopped talking to them and I pretty much cut everyone off because of the way they were making me feel. And yeah, I lost a lot of my friends, my family. I still love them. I do sometimes see them from time to time, but not as often as I would, because I'm afraid of what they will say to me. I'm a very emotional person, so I get really upset when they go and put down my religion or try to treat me like a child when I'm an adult. And a lot of that has to do with my mum being the youngest and her not being around anymore. Kind of gave my family... At first, I did really want to wear it. I learned about the reasons why women wear the hijab, but there are some times that I don't feel comfortable wearing it around my family. Like when I go to my family, I don't like wearing it because they always comment about why I wear that, why am I covering my beautiful hair, and I just feel very uncomfortable, so I don't wear it when I go to see my family. At times I do feel comfortable, like for example when I attended uni I felt comfortable wearing it, but when I'm around, like for example we live in Otara and I want to go to the shops, I feel very uncomfortable because I get looks from everyone in my culture and they always give me that, you know, their nose up and they're like, oh, what is she wearing? I just feel judged. But in saying that, I do just hold my head up. I believe it has changed my life for the better. So becoming Muslim gave me a sense of respect for myself as a woman. It has also taught me values that I can now teach my children than what I was raised on. I had this belief that how I was raised was the right way, and then becoming Muslim and learning about Islam showed me that a lot of things aren't, how would you put it, like the values and morals were different. And it's made me a better person. It's made me happier, and it's made me want to do more things that are halal rather than haram, because my life before was a lot of haram. And as I learned about Islam, it made me realize that I was doing a lot of wrong and not enough right. And becoming Muslim has made me live life the right way. I find it hard. I tend to live every day as a Muslim, but it's hard when I was raised differently culture-wise. So it's trying to incorporate culture into your religion and not just doing everything because that's what you're raised on, but try to incorporate your religion into your culture. And in a way, it is a good way for Dawah, for your family to learn about Islam, as the way they see you change as a person. Even me dressing like this was a big shock to my family, because I never used to dress like this. Being completely honest, I was one of those women who like to walk around in singlets and that. And for me to wear something like this, I feel more highly about myself. I feel respected. I feel like people aren't looking at me like a piece of candy, pretty much. And I feel like no one can judge me because you can't see anything. You can only see my face, and you can't judge someone based on their face. So I understand how some of the sisters feel, not the way they change the reverts. I understand. But in saying that, I feel good for myself. It's a good feeling, knowing that people can't talk about you based on anything about you when they can only see your face. And I believe it makes the sisters more approachable. People want to know about you, they will approach you because they can't just judge you. So that's how I feel. Islam can offer a peaceful life. All the values that Islam teaches, I believe that it can benefit a lot of people if they just take the time, learn about it, and just put the effort and learn. That's all I can say for them to live like that. Is don't always listen to what the media has to say. Don't perceive Muslims of what is shown on TV, and go and learn about yourself. Even go meet a Muslim and see for yourself what kind of people they are. And don't think they're just terrorists because that's what people show.